What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if this is your first time here. Today I'm installing this wig I got from Unice Hair. All the information will be in the description box below. So y'all, this is a Burmese curly wig, and I know you've been seeing it all over the internet. It's super pretty with the coily ends at the bottom. This wig is in 24 inches and it has a 7x5 lace, like you can see here, for extra parting space, and it has a comb at the back, the silicone around the perimeter so that it doesn't slip, and this elastic band right here for you. And then you can see that it is pre-plucked and pre-bleached, which is definitely a love. Really quickly, I'm just going to show you everything that came in the box. They send you a whole bunch of goodies so that you can take care of the hair. Definitely love the products that Unice sends, but if you want to see me install this wig, you got to keep on watching. So jumping right into the video, I'm going to show you how I prepare my hair to install the wig. It's super simple. I just have my hair going back in a couple of braids, and I'm taking some edge control right here to slick back my edges so I can have a really sleek perimeter, so it can lay flat underneath the wig. And then once my head is looking flat like this, I'm just going to take a wig cap and I'm going to slide it on. Wig caps are completely optional. You don't have to use it. I know today, like, a lot of people don't like to use the wig cap, but I like to use it because my braids aren't that good. So it just helps slick back my hair even more and keep everything neat. And now I'm just going to take some of my Ruby Kisses cream makeup and just put it on the wig cap. You can also use a colored wig if you want to. I'm not a colored wig, a colored wig cap if you want to, but I didn't have one, so this is a good substitute. Now it's time for the actual installation of the wig, which is super simple and only takes like 5 minutes. So I just slide on the band in the back and then pull back the wig, make sure it fits comfortably. I like to pull it back around the sides to make sure it fits around my ears like this, because it does have the ear cutouts on the side so that it doesn't sit uncomfortably on your head. And my first impression of this wig is that the curls are absolutely beautiful. I love the finger curls at the bottom. It is super thick and full, and the curl pattern is absolutely gorgeous. And I didn't even do anything to the wig yet. This is just what it looks like right out the box. All right, so next I'm going to go into styling the wig just so it can look how I want it to on my head. The very first thing I'm going to do is, of course, my baby hairs, and that's just because of the type of hairline that I have. As you can see, my hairline on the sides do come forward a little bit more than the wig does, so I like to do it like this just so that you cannot see my actual edges. Something else that I like is that this really attests to the really good parting space that you have in the wig. I parted the hair like this and it looks super natural, and I didn't even have to do anything to it. I didn't have to do any plucking. It already has a natural looking hairline in the front, and I absolutely love that. So now I'm just cutting my baby hairs a little bit, and then I'm just using this very tiny, I think this is like a 1/2 inch flat iron, and curling them, because I feel like I get better swoops when I curl my edges, and then I feel like it matches the texture of this hair just a little bit better. Now I'm just taking my black Eco Gel and I'm going to be swooping my edges. I definitely love this part because I feel like this makes the style look better on me personally. Like I said, edges are completely optional. I know people hate baby hair nowadays, but for my type of hairline, I definitely need baby hair, so I love to swoop them. And I like doing it like this because I feel like it just looks a little bit natural. I don't need a whole bunch of baby hairs, so I get something that looks like that. Now, to help the lace blend with my skin a little bit more, I'm just spraying this hairspray on my hairline because it helps the lace match, my skin and my natural hairline, and it gets rid of that ashiness. And then also I'm taking this fan here because I want to dry the hairspray, and I also want to dry my baby hairs with the gel in it so that it just molds to my head. All right, so while my edges sit, I'm going to be defining the curls because the hair was in a box and everything like that. It got kind of like dry and really big, so I'm just going to go through and redefine the curls. Also, I want to show you what it looks like wet versus what it looks like dry. So first of all, I know you see how thick this hair is. It is super thick, so you will definitely need to break the hair up into sections in order to define these curls, and not just 2 sections, like 4. It is that thick. I am not playing. So after I break it up into the sections like this, I'm just going to take my spray bottle and drench the bottom of this hair, and this first section of this hair, like get it completely saturated. And once it is, then I'm just taking this Afoji mousse and I'm putting it on the section of the hair. I feel like this helps saturate it even more. And then after you take your defining or your detangling brush and brushing through it, it really makes the curls pop and it looks really pretty. I especially like to focus at the ends to help those coils really pop. But this is just like a side by side of what it looks like dry and what it looks like wet. Definitely love both looks. Whatever is for you is for you, but I also love very big hair. And this is what it's looking like completely wet. These curls are super beautiful. I just take my fingers and I scrunch them to help define the curls. You can also take your finger and coil the bottom of them as well to help the finger coils at the bottom pop. And then after that, I'm just taking my diffuser here to help dry the curls a little bit faster. You can let it air dry too. I feel like I get like more of a volume like when I use this diffuser as opposed to letting it air dry, so that's why I like to do it this way. And that's basically it for me when it comes to styling. I don't like to do too much. This is done and this looks super pretty and the curls are beautiful. The next thing I want to do is just take my little comb and like loosen up my baby hairs a little bit on the hairlines because they're real stiff and I want more of a fluffy baby hairs to kind of go with the fluffiness of the hair. Next, I'm just going to run a little bit of makeup along my hairline just to help get this to blend, and it blends super well with my scalp. And then I'm just taking my scissors and cutting some face framing layers, not too much, just around my face so that you can see my face because this hair is huge. So you can see the finger coils at the bottom. I started pulling it apart like a mad woman, but definitely don't do that because the finger coils are super pretty. You can definitely also coil them with your own finger while the hair is still wet if you want to. And next I'm just taking some of this shine spray and spraying it all over my hair so it can look nice and shiny and luxurious. But that is it. This is completely done. Super quick hairstyle and very pretty. Burmese is probably like my new favorite curl pattern just because it's so pretty. It looks like I went to the salon, but I did this at home. The pre-coiled ends are beautiful and it doesn't cost you anything. You're ready in like 5 minutes, and this is a wig, so it helps protect your scalp. So it's a win-win to me. I don't know, a win is a win. Definitely. Check out this hair. All the information is in the description box below. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. Adios till next time.